And we are live. Gotta pick up where we left off. Let's see. So yesterday I started thinking about the growth and finance and product dashboards and tabs and what they might look like. Bringing in simulated ramp data and the product data. So that would cover finance and growth. And I also had a go-to-market schema just to simulate basically leads and tracking incoming prospects. So looking at those kind of core parts of the business, and I have to decide what I want to work on today. I think yesterday was a lot of ideas, kind of seeing where it could go. I like how there's, 3 different dashboards that can show you interesting things, but it's not purely supposed to be a dashboarding app. It's supposed to be more of a cohesive data platform. So kind of thinking about what I was doing, I had like this cycles idea where actually this has been in my head. Like businesses run on business cycles, which is daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, and yearly. So things like if you were to autonomously run a business, what do you have to be? Where do you have to be that day, or what do you have to be thinking about tax season or financial reporting? Just kind of a reminder, and ideally you have agents that you can kick off and do things. So that was kind of my cycles idea. Maybe every day you get a daily digest of what's going on in the business, and I know Hex does that, or probably all the analytics suites. But just kind of thinking in my own perspective. So I guess it was kind of like a vibe engineering day, just kind of thinking of what a business twin might look like. So today, I ended yesterday kind of breaking my auto hawk chat, and I think I want to fix that. And I want to focus more on the data platform itself. So probably extending the warehouse and thinking about the business ideas or business concepts. So in terms of what a chief of staff might need, for an investor deck. So I think I'm going to create like an investor deck, a couple views. So those would go on top of the metrics and make sure that we could just do a quick 5-slide deck and say this is our growth, these are this is our headcount. So kind of thinking maybe that way, and then I'd like a way just to see the data, or at least the table structure. So maybe I build like a normally I'd probably use like Tableau or SMS, doesn't really matter, but just a decent way to look and query the data. Or at least just connect to it, because right now it just looks like a vibe coded platform. So let's get started. Holding screen 3. Bring this up here. Meeting, I kind of left my whole setup here yesterday. Desktop 2. I wonder if I have any agents open still. Close that out. Agents, where are you? I'm going to start out with cursor. Yep. Might have just killed that. Okay. I don't love how this ended up here like that. workflows we got? Agents. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, I wanted to keep the workflows like that either. Base talk. I originally had base talk on its own. Probably should move it out. It's not really the platform. It's over here. Let's go with Codex. All right, I've got to do a cleanup on this project. I moved Basetalk, which was another application from a different repository in here. I think there's a Git already in it. We probably need to fix that, rename the folder. And then we've got a lot of MD files that I'm not really using. So let's do a cleanup on this. Start this over here. Should I call it Basetalk? No, just remove the Git, and it'd be nice to then clean up the root folder of all the MD files and consolidate or choose which one's the best one to keep. Or if I need to write, basically the README. So Codex. Go to MariaDB. Base. Browser. Session. Startup. So all of these are going to go into while that does that, I'm just going to kind of brainstorm a little bit. So we'll do replication, mother duck. Alien. Browns. Silver. Fact and dim tables. Gold.